everyone, and welcome to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast, Christmas movie edition. Ho 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 ho! Well, it's not a Christmas movie edition, but it's a Christmas, movie edition. Y'all know what movie I'm doing. It's the Smile movie. You can tell by the thumbnail. Anywho. Hi guys, how are ya? I'm Rob Cicetto, your guru of gore, inventor of zombie portraits, and all-around lover of pop culture. So let's get right down to this movie, guys. It is Smile. It is a movie I really wanted to like. I want to like everything. I mean, come on, let's face it. Who doesn't want to like stuff? I really wanted to like this movie. And you know what? There were some things I really did like about it, and I think I'm gonna sort of do these reviews more in the way that I'm not gonna hate the movie or I'm not gonna like the movie. I'm gonna talk about the things I liked and the things I hated. The outcome will be determined. It's one of those things, I really enjoyed certain parts, but let's get into this one. It's Smile. It's a new movie. It's a horror movie. It stars Sosie Bacon, who is the daughter of Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick. Both actors I really enjoy. I really enjoy their work. Kevin Bacon, I've seen a lot. And you know what? He's no stranger to the horror genre himself, and maybe the daddy gave daughter some horror movie tips, because Sosie Bacon was actually really good in this. And this movie was directed by Parker Finn. I don't know, other than a couple of shorts, I don't know what other sort of, and I actually don't know whether those shorts were horror-centric or not, but I imagine they maybe had something to do with horror or drama or suspense or something. But yeah, Parker Finn directed this one, and it features Sosie Bacon as Rose Cotter, not daughter of Mr. Cotter, but character all on her own, different from anything 70s television sitcom inspired. So yes, she plays a mental health doctor type person, and she has this patient who is not John Moxley. At the beginning, wrestling fans will know who I'm talking about there. The dude looks just like John Moxley, like the Wish version of John Moxley. This one progresses from the initial sort of meeting with this really disturbed person that Dr. Rose Cotter has to sort of help out, and things get crazy from there in a very horrific way. Now, this movie has a lot of commonalities with movies like It Follows and The Grudge and The Ring and things like that, where basically a curse is following around a person and is making their life a living hell. With this one, it's kind of like, well, is it real or is it just all in her mind? And it pretty much is discovered to be a real thing, as they determine through talking to one of the survivors of this curse, and they learn how to sort of break it and everything. But nonetheless, it disturbs Sosie Bacon's character throughout the film greatly. So there's a lot of horror tropes in this one, but I did really enjoy the score and the sound of this. This was the locations and the lighting and things peripheral to the story itself. I really loved. Everything was like bang on. This is how you would do a horror movie. Now, the things that I didn't like about this, there were just some nonsensical things that I guess they sort of made up as they went along, it seemed, and there were some really abrupt cuts that did not make sense. And I don't want to spoil anything too much, so I'm not going to really talk about those cuts. But there were things that you kind of you would sit there and go like, well, what happened after this? This was like a pivotal thing. And it just cuts to something else entirely. There was some really unnecessary sort of like horror, like jump scares and things of that nature. I really did not like that. And I didn't like this sort of ambiguous ending of this, So, they could and probably will, because I think it did well at the box office. They probably will do a sequel to this. And there's only one kind of direction they could go with it, really, because they've established this spirit or curse or whatever this thing is, and I think they've kind of painted themselves into a corner with this one. So other than that, I really enjoyed parts of it, though. Like I said, there were lots of very creepy, eerie, horror-laden scenes, much like the Grudge. And The Ring, especially, and that was directed by Gore Verbinski. And this really felt like it had that sort of, it could almost be a companion piece to that. So I liked it for a lot of things like that. But one of the things that really threw me that I didn't like about this, and it reminded me of what Stephen King didn't like about Kubrick's adaptation of The Shining, and that was that Jack Nicholson's character almost immediately is almost immediately, in Stephen King's sort of estimation, he's almost immediately like crazy or unhinged. And that was the thing that he didn't like about Kubrick's sort of depiction of that character. And I found that this movie was similar in that Sosie Bacon's character was like, right from the get-go, she seemed unhinged. And she seemed like so frail. And the way they lit her and the way they showed her in the movie, like right from the beginning, she seemed like so pale and like jittery and like just a wreck, like, and they explain that. They do explain that, which I appreciated, but like there was no like her before this. Like she just was like that right away, and she just got worse and worse and worse as the movie progressed. So like that was kind of like a negative for me. I didn't like that approach. It would have been much more effective if they would have shown her, at least at some point in her life, which seemed incredibly tragic, like right from her childhood, basically. If they would have showed part of her at some point being at least happy or whatever, and no one seemed to want to help her throughout her breakdown throughout this entire movie. And she was a mental health consultant or practitioner or doctor, and it seemed like no matter what happened to her, no matter how much she was like begging to be helped, no, like everyone turned their back on her, including her friends and family, except for one person. So I kind of was like, really, is that really happening? That was something I did not appreciate in the film, in the storytelling, as part of the plot. I would imagine there was a lot of plot elements that were derived from that idea. So, but like I said, it did well at the box office somehow. It scared some people, and again, if you're in the younger generation, perhaps you'd find a lot of this frightening. There was a lot of things that were frightening about it, and one of the things was the fact that no one seemed to want to help this person who was fighting this like horrible, and it's seemingly mental disease that she acquired. So I'm kind of mixed on this movie. I kind of, like, it kind of let me down at the end. I wasn't, you know, out and going like, oh, you got to go see this movie. You got to check this movie out. It's so awesome. I reserve that for personal, you know, the personal experience. I think everyone will find this movie to their own, like, you know, good or bad to their own taste. You have to experience it. I personally didn't like it, ultimately. It was a great ride until it ended. So there's my assessment. That's my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to do some more videos very, very soon. I know I keep saying that, man, but busyness, like the world has become incredibly busy for me lately, and it's just starting to slow down until it hypes back up again. So I'm going to do my best to get some new videos to you guys. Everyone have a Merry Christmas, have a Happy Holidays, whatever you celebrate, I'm down with that. I love you guys so much. I wish you the very best in the new year. I'm going to try to do a video before then and around then too, and check up on you guys. Love and best wishes, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as always. Rob Sachetto signing off. Bye for now.